Okay, I managed to do it. Okay, what we're gonna do tonight is what I called return to center, daily practice. So basically, when I'm doing one-on-one with entrepreneurs and other people I mentor or coach, there is a question, what daily practice should I do in order to keep myself, regulated, present, aware, and on top of the things? So what we did in the previous months in situational regulation, so how to act and respond if we are verbally attacked, if we have some dilemmas, if we have paralysis, and when we need to make a very important decision and so on. But tonight we're just gonna do some scientifically proven methodologies that I do for myself in order to maintain my presence in the daily life and to build our inner capacity so that when something happens unexpectedly and we need to be on top of things, we can have enough inner capacity to deal with whatever comes our way. So basically what we're gonna do is first, calm our nervous system, get from sympathetic nervous system into parasympathetic work of the nervous system. And this is easiest to do, in my own experience, by conscious breathing. So we're gonna use the technique promoted by Andrew Weil from Harvard, which is called 478. And this technique is very popular among various groups, social groups, from like housewives who want to lose weight to Marines who have only a couple of hours to sleep between the engagements. It's very, very powerful, and it's proven to calm your nervous system, so bring your pulse down, bring your blood pressure down, and it's very effective if you want to have a very, very relaxed state in a shortest period of time. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna center and ground ourselves, and for this we're gonna use two techniques combined. This is non-sleep deep breath protocol by Andrew Huberman, who is promoting it under this name, but it's been known for like more than 3,000 years as Yoga Nidra from the yogic practice, and also Wheel of Awareness. It's promoted by Dan Siegel, and he is also the founder of this method. He is a professor of psychiatry from UCLA, and I learned it directly from him. And when we get into this state, when we are centered, we become aware, we become present, then we're gonna focus on our intention and our attention. So what we're gonna do the goal-oriented visualization, which is promoted by Gabriele Oettingen from University of New York. And it's also popular as a WOOP method, so WOOP. It's acronym for wish, and then outcome, and then obstacle, and then plan. So basically the idea is not just to visualize our goal and how we achieved it, but also challenge our brain with what is the common obstacle that we would feel, and then make a plan how to overcome it. She did loads of studies in decades, and she found out that it's not just enough to visualize. It's very important also to become aware of the obstacle, and then to actually do the plan how to overcome it. And this is how our brain becomes more motivated. So basically, this is our plan for today. It sounds very complicated, but once we start and we go through it, you will see that it's easy and you can integrate it in your daily practice. Okay, without further ado, let's just close our eyes gently. Make a couple of deep breaths and feel the surface between us and the space. Let's feel the surface below our feet. Feel the surface below your hands and your body. And slowly, we were gonna get into the 4-7-8 exercise. I'm gonna count to 4 while you are inhaling. Then I'm gonna count to 7 while you hold your breath. And then I'm gonna count to 8 while you are exhaling. Try when you exhale to make your mouth in a shape of letter O and push the air out like through the small straw, so it can take longer, and we are doing it more consciously then. And make sure you are doing diaphragmic breathing, so when you breathe in, your stomach expands, and then you let your air go into your lungs and fulfill all the alveolus. So make a full breath in and breath out. Your stomach subtracts and you're using the opportunity to relax. Okay? So if you are ready, on 3, 2, 1, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the stomach. Let your lungs be filled. Now hold and let this oxygen get in every cell in your body. And now exhale fully out like through the straw. And now inhale again. Let the lungs fill your body. Hold and observe the energy in your body. And now exhale fully and completely relax your body while doing this. Now inhale, hold, and now exhale fully and completely and relax. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, hold. Exhale fully and completely everything. Now you count for yourself. Inhale, couple more. Count for yourself. Okay, do one more. And when you finish, just continue with your own pace of breathing. And you can keep your eyes closed if you wish. Okay, the next practice is called Find the Observer game. So I integrated non-sleep deep rest protocol by Andrew Huberman and Wheel of Awareness by Dan Siegel into actually the game, which goal is to find the observer, find your center. And it's very interesting because when we are centered, then we are present, and then we are connected within our inner energy. And without energy, we cannot accomplish anything. And usually what some perceived negative situations bring to us are the traumas or blockades of the energy. So what we want to do is actually let this inner energy freely flow throughout our body, and we can do this by these somatic exercises when we observe the parts of our body, but also observe the sensations, observe the emotions, and observe our thoughts. It's very powerful because while we are doing this, then we realize that we are not our emotions, that we are not our thoughts, that we are not our sensations, and that we are not our body. And when I say this, it sounds very esoteric, but as you can see, even the scientists study these techniques, and although it can be explained in any number of different ways, the effect is always the same. And this is more presence, more attention, more awareness. So let's do this exercise. Keep your eyes closed and you can relax in your chair and feel the surface beneath your feet, beneath your arms, beneath your whole body. And let's make a couple of deep breath-ins and exhales like we did in the previous exercise. When you're doing breath-in, you can do it through your nose while opening up your stomach and your lungs. And your breath out, you're doing it like through the straw. So you are trying to make breath out twice as long as breath in. And now imagine the spotlight of awareness somewhere in your body. So whenever this spotlight sends its ray of light, you become aware of that. So you can now imagine the spotlight of awareness casting a light directly down to your feet. So focus your attention now specifically on the bottom of your feet. and try to notice the sensations in this area. Don't analyze, just feel it. And now imagine this beam of light expanding up to include your lower legs, your thighs, your hamstrings, all the way up to your waist. So see your entire lower body illuminated with this ray of light from your spotlight of awareness. And while being aware this part of your body, let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale through the straw, imagine your feet sinking about 1 centimeter into the surface below them. You can continue breathing at your own pace while imagining the spotlight of awareness directing to your stomach. And now focus your attention on whatever your stomach is feeling at this moment. And now expand this beam of awareness up over to your chest, to your neck, and all the way to your arms. And focus your attention on the surface that your back is in contact with. Focus your attention on the chair that you're sitting on. And as you do that, take a deep breath in, and your breath out. Imagine your back sinking and settling 1 centimeter into the surface that your back is in contact with. Now, move the spotlight of awareness to include your face and your entire head. And then expand the spotlight of awareness downward to encompass your whole body. And now you see your whole body illuminated with this ray of awareness. Now take another deep breath, and with breath out, imagine your whole body sinking into the surface that you are in contact with. And now direct this spotlight of awareness and its ray of light onto your thoughts. Recall the thoughts about the situations that you've been through today. What happened today that made an impression on you? And you can just see these thoughts on your canvas of your mind, passing through it. Don't analyze, just observe. Observe these thoughts passing through the canvas of your mind like clouds on the sky. You can even imagine that you're going back at least 1 meter. So now you're observing these thoughts 1 meter in front of you. And you don't judge or analyze them, just see them as a movie passing through the canvas on your mind. Now recognize the different thoughts carry different energy. So now focus on the thought which carries the most energy, which triggers emotions or sensations in you. And just observe, where can you feel these emotions or sensations in your body? Don't analyze, just feel it. And now take 1 deep breath in, and with breath out, relax this part of your body. And now, bring to the canvas of your mind the thoughts about the future. And notice how these thoughts about the future appear in this ray of awareness, from your spotlight of awareness. How do they enter into this beam of awareness, and maybe how they leave it and leave the space for another thought. Just observe these thoughts about the future and feel what kind of energy each of these thoughts bring, and observe where you can feel the sensation or emotion that each of these thoughts bring. Don't immerse yourself in the thoughts, just observe it like you're watching a movie on a screen at least 1 meter in a distance from you. But still you can feel the energy, and you can feel the changes, maybe a subtle, maybe stronger, in your body. And observe where these sensations or emotions are in your body now. And now, if you identify the spot or the area in your body, let's make a deep breath in And with breath out, let's relax this part of our body fully and completely. And now, let's let the random thoughts appear on our canvas of our mind. We just let any thought come to us, and we don't judge it, we don't analyze it, we just observe it and observe the energy that it brings. Don't analyze, just feel the sensation or emotion in your body. That these thoughts bring. And now focus on the thought that brings the strongest emotion or sensation in your body. Observe where can you feel it exactly. Direct your spotlight of awareness to this part of your body, and then inhale deeply, and with the exhale completely relax this part of the body. And now ask yourself, recalling these thoughts and these emotions and sensations, what wants to express from me now in this moment? What do I really wish for? And now recognize the thought which comes in this state when you are centered and grounded, and feel the energy that it brings within you. Focus your spotlight of awareness and its ray of light into this sensation and emotion in your body. Just feel it fully and completely. And now take a deep breath in, and with your breath out, completely relax this part of your body. And while you're exhaling, you can ask one simple but important question. Where is this spotlight located in my body? Turn this spotlight of awareness onto itself and try to feel it. Where is this spotlight of awareness existing now? can ask ourselves, who is sending these rays of awareness onto everything that we observe? Who is sending them on the parts of our body, on the emotions and on the sensations? Who is observing what I'm observing? You don't need to look for a word, just feel it. Feel the experience. Who is observing? Where is it located? Notice that everything changes. Our thoughts are passing by. Our body changes. Sensations are changes, our emotions are changing. But the observer is always present. So now you can place your left hand into the area of your heart. Just continue breathing normally. But feel if something is different now than before we started tonight's session. Everything what we observe may not be in front of us, but through us. So now in this center state, we can do the visualization practice by Gabriele Oettingen from University of New York. First, I'm gonna invite you to recall the thought that you saw when I asked you, what is your wish? What is your real intention? Or you can choose any other wish, any other goal that you currently have, and bring it to your mind. It must be something meaningful to you, but achievable, something which you planned for, or something which you just realized that you would like to experience. just hold this idea in your mind. You can even formulate it in a couple of sentences for yourself. And continue to breathe normally while you are having this idea in your mind. And now we're gonna go through the outcome part of this method. So we're gonna go into the future and imagine that we achieve this goal, that we achieve this vision. So imagine the best possible outcome very vividly, like it's happening now. Imagine what you're gonna do where you fulfill this wish or vision. Imagine who you're gonna be with when you fulfill this. Imagine where you're gonna be, all the details that you can think of. You should imagine vividly in your mind. And notice, how does it feel now that you fulfilled this vision, that you fulfilled this goal? Allow yourself to completely immerse in this vision of achieving what you wish for, and enjoy the realization of it. And now we are returning to reality. Now we're gonna feel what is within us that stands in the way of this realization. So no external excuses, just what is it within you that doesn't allow you to achieve this goal. So it's not other people, it's not time, it's not money. What is your internal obstacle? Maybe it's a fear of judgment. Maybe it's a habit of procrastinating, perfectionism, self-doubt. Find that obstacle and face it. So how does this obstacle manifest? Feel this obstacle. Where do you feel it in your body? These fears, doubts. So just acknowledge it. We are not going to run away from it. We are building capacity to overcome And now we come for the final part of this method, and it's called a plan. So make a plan in your mind. Next time when this obstacle that you identified appear, what you're gonna do about it, how you're gonna overcome it. So we can use the if-then model. So tell yourself, if I feel fear and urge to give up, for example, then I will do this and this. For example, I will take 3 conscious breaths and do the possible step forward, maybe some smallest action that can move me further towards my goal. So think for yourself. If you want to achieve your goal and you anticipate the obstacles within you, what you're gonna do to overcome it and to continue towards your goal. Make it in a if-then form and repeat a couple of times for you. If I feel this and this obstacle, I will do this and this. So we are wiring this new rule in our brain, in our nervous system. Whenever we'll feel the obstacle, we'll know how to act, which is very important. Now inhale deeply and exhale fully and relax. And you can feel your body and move your hands and your legs. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So what we did today is actually four or 3 exercises. We want to do the conscious breath, no matter which technique you're doing. Just make sure if you want to regulate fast and if you want to relax, make sure that you're inhaling twice as long as you're exhaling twice as long as you're inhaling. It can be 4, 7, 8, it can be box breathing, it can be any kind of model which fulfills this formula, twice the long exhale. So it's not Wim Hof, it's not a different kind of shamanic breathing, so don't do that. We do that for raising our energy. This is for relaxation and regulation. You can do it like for 5 minutes anytime when you feel stressed, and it should be a daily practice. Then what we are doing, we are centering ourselves, first focusing on the parts of our body focusing our attention on the parts in the contact with the surface on which we are standing, sitting, or where we are. And it's helping us to actually center ourselves and ground ourselves. And then we focus our attention on the thoughts. The idea is to become aware of what the mind is bringing to us and the energy that these thoughts bring and the changes in our body. And then we focus on the center of our awareness, on the observer or on our center. And it's a very powerful moment where we can interconnect with who we really are. And then what we do, we just visualize the outcome that we want for us, but not just as wishful thinking. We really immerse in this situation in the future that awaits for us. And then we try to figure out what are our obstacles and a fast plan how to overcome it. You can always use 3 deep breaths and a small step that you can make in every moment. It can be just write something, send an email, check out, like Google, do some research, or just move, and that would usually be enough. So that's this return to center daily practice. And for some of you who still have time, I would like to invite you to do a very short meditation and send the love to the people which are in need and which are suffering tremendously now in the Middle East, Ukraine, and other parts of the world. So if you want to join us, you can close your eyes again. Make up a lot of deep breaths. And feel the surface below us. Feel the surface that we are in contact with. And now feel your heart. Focus on your heart, and while you're breathing in, focus on the energy of love that you are bringing into your heart. So when you're breathing in, you imagine the ray of golden light coming through your stomach, filling out your lungs, and then your hearts are glowing into this golden energy of love. And when you breathe out, you are breathing this energy of love towards your hands, and you put your hands in front of you and imagine in front of your hands there is a bowl representing the earth. So we are inhaling, deep inhale, energy of love within our heart, and then with our exhale, pull the heart through our hands towards the Mother Earth, represented as a bowl in front of our hands. So we can do it synchronous. Feel the energy of love expanding in you while you're breathing in and in your heart, and then breathe out the energy of love through your hands towards the Mother Earth. Now breathe in and breathe out all the love that you can share through your hands into the Mother Earth. Continue this, and with breathe out, while you're sending this energy of love towards the earth, imagine all the people that are suffering at the moment, that want to be safe, that want to be healthy, that want to feel love. And we are sending this energy of love to all of these people, to all of these human beings and animals as well who are suffering on our Mother Earth. So we breathe in the energy of love, we feel it in our heart, and then we share part of it through our hands and onto the globe towards all the people who want to feel safe, feel healthy, and feel the love. And now we are sharing this love with all of them. We can do a couple of more. That breath in, breath out. We can feel the energy of love filling out all the parts of our body. Our body is glowing in the energy of love. And we're just sharing some of this energy to the people who are under the stress, who are under the attack, who feel insecure. And we are sharing and imagining how this energy of love is raining down to all of these people on our Mother Earth. Now, when you're ready, you can come back. You can move your arms, your legs, your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. This is what is called Maharishi effect, and there were studies done with people who were practicing transcendental meditation in the 70s, then 80s. And these studies are saying that people who focus their attention on the well-being for a certain region can really influence it. They were measuring the level of the crimes and where there were wars, like in Lebanon, what was the frequency of the attacks and so on. They concluded that there is an effect. Of course, these scientific studies are not fully formed by the standards that are needed for this to be accepted as scientific proof. But still, it feels good, and I know many instances where it helped people who we focused on to help by sending this energy. So I'm using the opportunity on every first day, on every session, to send some of this energy that we gather here together while we work together, while we share this experience, share our energy, share our presence and awareness for not our own well-being, but also well-being of the other people in our society, in our communities, and in the whole world. So thank you very much once again for the opportunity to share these experiences and these practices with you. And I wish you a great rest of the day and looking forward for the next opportunities. Appreciate you all and see you soon.